So as you guys may or may not know, NVIDIA launched GeForce RTX back in September. It was announced back August 20th, I believe, and it is supposed to be the future of gaming. With that said, they did release a new benchmark that released today, and while everybody's away in Vegas at CES, I figured it'd be a good time to try to overclock and get my name on the leaderboard before these guys with their incredible setups with LN2 and water probably take over my spot. So with that said, I'm going to throw these Titan RTXs in this test bench. It was going into this build and I was going to start that video tonight, but this board, it takes a 3-slot card. I have a 4-slot card. So until that slot comes in, that build's going to have to wait, which gives me time to do an unboxing for that. So for now, let's remove this Titan X little P that is now obsolete. I downloaded the Port Royale benchmark on 3D Mark today, and while having this Titan XP, it said your device is not compatible, so I could not run it. So go figure, a $1,200 graphics card that is 21 months old is now obsolete when it comes to the newer technology. I'm obviously going to run the 9900K, which is going to go in that build. There's an 8086 in here now because this is going to become my test bench only, and I won't change this again. This is just for today to play around with, but this is going to be my test bench. That's going to be the gaming rig from here on out. CPU cooler off. Let's move this. Let's take this off. This is going to be quick, so it's not going to be pretty. All right, let's make sure this is in the right direction. Just bottom right, bottom left. Use some Thermal Grizzly for this, which is what I usually always use on my CPUs. Remember, you're supposed to put, well, technically you can put whatever you want, but you're supposed to put like a grain of rice. So I like to do grain of rice and then just hit all 4 corners with whatever is left over that's gonna spill. It's the way I do it. I'm gonna shoot for the top spot. I want to say the top spot right now is 7300, which is a 9980 XE, and let that screw go, and 22080 Ti. So let's see what this 9900K can do. Don't mind the dog playing with the toy. That's what's squeaking over there. So for cooling for the RTX Titans, I'm using a Predator 360 MLC. Now at first I thought that was going to be enough, but it is not enough for these Titans. So after I shunted these Titans, they are under load, using about 450 watts each. So this little 360 is not doing anything. It's not cooling. It's not efficient enough to cool all that. I mean, this is probably good for maybe 300 watts, but definitely not, maybe 400, but not 800. So that's why these are gonna make more sense going into 1000D. There's 480 rads in there, and technically the cooling capacity of that is, I think, a little bit over 2200 watts of heat dissipation. We're gonna plug this in there. This goes, let's go under there. I'm gonna tuck these RGB light wires in for now, because this isn't, we're not going for the prettiest build right now, we're going for the fastest. Okay, I think that looks good enough. Let's get over there and test this bad boy out and see what we can get in Port Royale benchmark. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna set this up on my test bench, which is an Inwin A1 box that it came in. But you know what, it works out, so whatever works. It's ghetto engineering at its finest. Set up the mouse and the keyboard. Don't mind the cable management. I promise you it usually looks better than this. Actually, all those wires belong to the when the 1000D goes there anyway, so this is just temporary as we try to break a world record. Is that everything? All right, let's give it a go. Oh, I did forget something. Of course, look at that. It's always the last thing. Okay, another Cat 5 wire. Let's try this one. Oh, this one's long enough. Now I'm good to go. Let's see what's going on up here. All right, let's get into BIOS. See what we're running. As you can see, there's the 3D mark. Let's refresh that, see what we get. No internet, that's amazing. I love when there's no internet. 3D mark. Okay, there we go. Port Royale, where are you? Boom. Wow. Oh, they're the top dogs. Look at, they beat me to it. It's gonna be tough to beat them. Gunslinger and JPM Boy. Yikes. Let's see what we can do. 18,000, wow. 18,788. Let's see what we got here. 2370, 5720 on a 9980. Yeah, how's your chiller doing? Oh boy. All right, let's try to get this and see what we can get on this test bench. I'll redo it too once I put everything into the 1000D and see what we get for daily overclock. Right now, 18,860 is the highest score. When I started the video, 17,373 was, but it's been a few hours since all the little hiccups. So let's run this benchmark and see what we get. The first run. Let's see the clocks for Gunslinger up here. It looks like we are at 2370 for the clock, so yeah, most likely using a chiller. What else we got here? That's one. Calm Traveler. These are all some 2085, so that's a good card. Looks like some really good silicone right there. 2085, and he's second spot. JPM Boy. Seems like another good silicone. 2085, but up top, 18,163 graphics score. It's pretty good. It's really good, actually. I don't even know if I'll break 18K. If I can get 18K, I'm happy. I'm happy with 18,000. So we'll see what I get. Familiar faces from OCN. WCCF Tech, the familiar face. Who else is on this list? Val Zero. Shout out to Jay. Canuckian, I don't see you on here, man. What are you waiting for? I don't see any other names. Gosu, I did see, where are you, Gosu? I did see you right here. Yep, I see Gosu's on here. That's about it. I don't recognize anybody else. I'm sure the typical YouTube guys, once they throw their ice buckets on, will be up there. But for now, while they're at CES, let's see what we get. What do we got? 16.9 for run number 1. All right, so let's pull up, let's refresh the Hall of Fame. Bam, right there. You guys can see that. Number 10. So first run, top 10. Let's see what clocks we're running at. 2010. All right, so now time to overclock. Let's max out the core voltage. I'm gonna go 150 on the clock and 1400 on the memory. And we're gonna rerun this again. See what we got. Look at those reflections, amazing. All RTX, baby. What do we got? 18,589. Nice. Where does that put me? That puts me at number 2. You know what? Let me try a little bit higher on the overclock. Let's go 165. And I'm going to run it again. Updating. There it is. Boom. Look at that. Number 2. You guys can see that? It's at 2370. I'm at 2160. GPU memory, I'm 50 megahertz higher. But he's got, what's that? 271. Is that good math? Or is that shitty math? Yeah, 271. Yeah, 271 points higher. I don't think adding another 15 megahertz on my core is going to get me that, but we'll see. With 165 on the clock, we were at 18,589, 18,653. Wow. So I went up 15 megahertz and we went up 64 points. Shoot, let me try to get to 175. See what happens. Try this again. Added 10 more on the clock, so technically, I don't think I'm going to catch them. With 175 on the core, I'm surprised it hasn't crashed yet. Let's see what we got. Alright, let's see. Oh, we got a crash. Alright, so we did get a crash with 175 on the core. I am going to try it one more time, 175 on the core. We almost made it through the whole bench last time. So let's see what we get. Come on, almost there. Don't crash, baby. Don't crash, baby. Oh, crashed. So 175, we cannot do 175 on the core. That about wraps this video up. What did we learn? We learned that 175 on my cards are too much for them to handle. The card does, it does crash. So 165, 1400 seems to be the max for Port Royal benchmark. I did do the 165 and 1425 on the last run, but we got a lower score than the 18,653. So with that said, I'm going to call it a night. I'm exhausted. Till next time, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Peace.